Happy Sunday. It's enough. Oh, God. Good save. Always happy when that happens. Hey, happy Sunday, Lori. Welcome in. Oh. Incredibly unlucky. I can't remember the last time I failed that save. Ooh. I can't believe that actually almost worked. I think I would have been better off trying to turtle backwards up the other hill. And then turtle against the other wall there. But I kind of wanted to check to see if he could unturtle there. Technically, yes. But also no. Huh. Well, that's kind of new. Hey, happy Sunday, Syra. Watched 2 entries of a movie series with Paul Walker. Only one that I know of is Fast and the Furious. Yep, too easy. Was he in other movies? I don't remember ever hearing about him in other movies. That would be unlucky on a real run. Yeah, it would be. I don't know what's been going on, but the last week I feel like I've been jumping too far left up on that jump. And that can cause issues like that. There we go. Oh, God. I don't even know if I heard about that movie. Into the Blue. Watch it because of Jessica Alba and plenty of bikini time, to be honest. Fair enough. Man. Insane to me that I've been doing floor 11 for 8 minutes now and haven't had a single attempt at the jump up to the roof slide. But that's kind of what warm-ups are for. God. Nice. Still haven't made this jump today. There we go. Holy moly. Good. Oh, so good. No! Oh, no. Oh. That transition is so unforgiving if you fail. Okay. More roof slide practice. Beautiful. God damn it. I have such a problem with that jump because it's a jump where you want to jump further left to get like a more diagonal approach. Don't jump so far towards the hole. But on the other hand, if you jump too far left, you end up getting in the way of that like plastic ramp thing. Also, a movie got on your watch list for at least 18 months. Amy and the T-Rex. I remember hearing about that. I don't think I ever watched it. It's exactly what you need for your 7th movie of the week. Hey, finally. Not failing that jump that much anymore. All right, pretty please. Nice. God damn it. Lurking back in like 83-ish minutes. Sounds good. Polly ate the cracker. Happy Sunday. Far from F&F franchise. Do I have a favorite anime this season? Favorite anime this season? I don't know if I've started watching any of them this season. But yeah, happy Sunday. And happy Sunday to you, Ira. Let's see. This season, I think the only... anime that I've really been watching... Obviously, I'm still keeping up with One Piece. Doesn't really count since it's not a seasonal anime. I watched an episode of The Summer Hikaru Died. And then I think the English translation or the English title is like Spring Showers, Bring May Flowers or something. But I've watched a couple episodes of that one. I'm kind of waiting until everything, like, has more episodes out, though. There's a lot of stuff that I am anticipating. Mostly it's sequels. There's a lot of sequels coming out this season that I'm very excited for. stuff like My Dress Up Darling and Bunny Girl Senpai coming back. Pretty Mess season. Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity is one of the better ones. Is that another one of the translations for that show? Think so. Yeah, I think like the literal translation is something along the lines of bouquet for an ugly girl. It's just so funny, all of the English titles that they try to give to it. When you look at the Japanese title, and it's just so blunt. Hey, Lauren, happy Sunday. No, I've been enjoying that one, though. Honestly, though, I just have such a big backlog right now. I'm still watching shows from like 2 or 3 seasons ago. Oh, let's go. Alright, 17 minutes to get an 11 clear. Jeez. 11 has been giving me so much trouble lately. Yeah, just to let you know, like, how far behind I am right now. The next, like, show that I'm planning on probably finishing is Witch Watch. Hey, Fruit Snoots and Larry, happy Sunday. National Waffle Day. Now there's a holiday I can get behind. Two more? Nice. Ever consider doing a face reveal stream after Finn? Oh, yeah. Sounds like a great idea. Hey, Dice. Happy Sunday. Been wearing a mask this whole time. Yeah, it's a very lifelike mask. Unfortunately, the mask looks very, very similar to my actual face. So you'd probably still recognize me even if you saw me outside without the mask on. Paid actor. Actual Faju has been out of frame this whole time. Imagine. It's just been me sitting here chilling, pretending to play the game while Riolu sits off screen. There we go. Been slow-mo this whole time. Exactly. Did you say would take 1,500 hours to reach 15? I think he probably meant wouldn't. No, I would definitely expect a much better performance if Riolu was doing this. $300 at 20% is 1,500 hours. True. Happy Sunday, Poochas. Oh, God. Bleh. Would explain the curse of the double fail whenever I have an odd one happen. Keeps him from needing to figure out a new way to throw as often. How fast can I type? Not very. I think the fact that I was always antisocial in online games kind of prevented me from getting, like, super fast at typing. Only got faster as you type so much in the TM Discord. Still make a lot of mistakes, though. You know, I think that's my problem. There are a lot of people who type really fast, but don't care that much if they make typing mistakes. But I've never been like that. I have always been about accuracy. And then the fact that, like, if I do make a mistake, I have to backspace back and go correct it. I'm, like, actively reading everything as I'm typing. How's climbing recently? Haven't been here the past few days because of the amount of parties this week. Wednesday and Thursday in particular were insane. Wow. Wednesday and Thursday, I was getting about 111 every hour. Could I imagine if that jump booster wall flip fell out of the floor on fall? It can, but most of the time it doesn't. That'd be pretty sucky. Got a pretty new badge. Did you? Wink. But yeah, 111 an hour. Ah. Gifter 2 badge. Oh, cool. Yeah, true. Yeah, I think I'm less focusing on, like, the speed of that, though. The fact that I was getting, like, 2 runs up, or 1 run up to 11 an hour. And more just the fact that I was consistently getting all the way up through, like, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the most important thing to me. Hey!
Hey chat and streamer.
Hey Beanie. Happy Sunday. Woo. Made it. And thank you for the 2 months, Beanie. No. I knew that one was bad, so I was trying to bail. Ended up down here anyway. If you're able to land on the platform directly under the booster wall, you can just jump back and try it again. Post zigzag through 10 feel like kind of nothing these days. Not unfailable, of course. Just that I've been real solid. Yeah, I agree. And I assume when you say through 10, do you mean like through to the end of 10? Because I do feel like floor 10 is still rather failable. Especially like the pipe jumps. It's just that there are certain days where I don't struggle with that jump at all. Gross. Oh, I hate that spot. Man. I think that might legitimately be my least favorite thing on 14. Kind of feeling warm. Okay, yeah, I kind of get that. I don't know. For me in particular, the pipes definitely have a lot of gravity. Like that second pipe in particular. Probably the most nervous that I am on floor 10. Kind of a funny thing to say because it's like literally right before the Ice 360. You'd think Ice 360 would be the most nervous thing on 10. But no, once I get to the Ice 360, I'm like, nice, I'm good. I can go to 11. Have the pipes always felt that way, or did the 360 overshadow them for a while? I think the 360 might have overshadowed them for like 1 or 2 runs. Like in total. Once I got the 360 a couple of times, I was like, oh, never mind. Pipes are the hard part. I think especially once I realized that you should be going gear 2 on the pipe, or on the Ice 360. That kind of changed a lot for me. No, making sure that you're gear 2 for the Ice 360 is like makes the jumps significantly easier. Can't really explain why it feels easier when you do that, but you're right, it's super important. Nice. God damn it. Interesting, never paid too much attention to gears in them. Probably should. Acceleration and angle are very different in different gears, and slide out angles. Interesting. Yeah, I've never really been able to put into words the reasoning as to why I make sure to get gear 2 there. All I know is that when I get gear 2 for that Ice 360, it feels better. All right. Hey. Nice. Beautiful. Let's see. So it took me about 17 minutes to clear 11. About 5 or 6 minutes to clear 12 and 13 combined. And then about 12 minutes, I think, for 14. Haven't played at all since Wednesday. Did go to a sick foam party. That's a good question. What is a foam party? Playing the hit game Foam Stars. Happy Sunday, Salamandra. Huh. That sounds like something. It sounds very weird. What is the appeal of that? Yeah. I have had that happen in real runs. Many, many times. Like I've always said, the closer you are to actually making the jump, the worse the recovery. Like, look at that. Nice. And a lot of fun if you like parties in the first place. Added element of having foam fights. Huh. I've never been much of a party goer, so it probably isn't for me. But I could maybe see it. At like a specialized place. I would assume so. I can't imagine someone trying to throw a house foam party. Fistfuls of bubbles. When I'm thinking of foam, I'm thinking of like almost packing material. But are you talking about like actual... It is soap foam? Okay. Never mind then. So it's literally just bubble bath party, essentially. Weird. got some rad pics of a bunch of adult dudes covered in foam now. I just feel like this idea is kind of just bound to end up in people drinking like way too much soap. Wow. Fantastic. Thanks, Deep Dip. Well, it didn't like my start either. Server Nuo is stuck. Yeah, it's just trying to help. Oh, man. I'll give the server another try, but this might be a solo day again. As much as I hate it. Made so it only enters the floor area? I thought you said it falls from the ceiling. Does, but there's barely any water coming with it. What does water have to do with it? I'm talking about you having like an open beer cup and the foam falling into that and then you drinking it. Or, if people are having foam fights and throwing foam at each other, open cups is something you didn't consider? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, maybe if you're only drinking, like, exclusively out of bottles, but, like... maybe if you're drunk enough, you don't care about drinking soap. Advised to keep the bubbles on this, the bottles on the side of the area. Okay. Happy Sunday, Rev. Boink. Boink. Sploosh. Just finished the warm-up. The very first run of the day, the server decided to kick me back out. So this is the second first run of the day. First one that I could potentially fail and fall back down to floor gang. So yet to be determined. Floor 11 was giving me a tough time during warm-up, though. Specifically the start of 11. Surprisingly, very little difficulty with the jump up to the roof slide and the roof slide. Done in a field or yard. Or over concrete pavement. Feels like it'd be bad for grass. Hey, Ninja. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hair is different from last time you were on the stream. I did get a haircut. Wicked. Yeah, short hair is much nicer in summer. Messy threatening to troll. That was my fault because I didn't do messy press forward that time. I didn't like my setup, so I started steering. Ended up working out. Your break from roofing. I think the key word in that sentence is that it's the break. Blame it on Messi anyway. That is totally fair. I absolutely condone that. There have been plenty of times where Messi screwed up my runs. I think he deserves it. Well, the good news about the foam parties, right? Very clean carpets afterward. No need to mop after, yeah. No, the more that I'm thinking about it, though, the more flaws I'm seeing in this foam party plan. Like, if you're doing it on carpet, I feel like that could be really gross. Like, wet carpet is kind of nasty. But if you're doing it on hardwood floors, I feel like that has the potential to be, like, very slippery. And kind of dangerous. And now I'm just imagining, like, spilt drinks and vomit mixed with foam. Didn't think about that either, yeah. I mean, it sounds cool as an idea. And probably feels very nice in the moment. But the aftermath. But hey, as long as you're doing it somewhere else where you don't have to deal with cleaning it up. Totally for it. Alright. First run up to 5 anyway. Oh, that was weird. I felt like something was crawling on my leg, but I think it was just my own leg hair. Gonna go a lot further than 5. I hope so. Ooh, been a while since we had any Revolution Idol talk. I think most of the people that are in endgame are kind of stuck on just a big waiting game. Finally cleared the easy trials, kept taking the highest rarity Zodiacs, ended up with nothing that helped pre-infinity. Needed to build a new set. Yeah, that was why I was always recommending that for the first couple that you took at least, you take basically exclusively the red ones. Because reds are very helpful with the easy trials. Would have been smart, yeah. Have you been using the Discord at all? Or have you just been, like, going at it, trying to figure it out on your own, with maybe help from the Twitch chat? Ugh. Doing on your own, generally? Okay. Because I do feel like the medium trials rather counterintuitive the way that it's easiest to do them. Boink. End up trialing and erroring, you're sure? Yeah, I think it's easily possible to trial and error. But there is one specific bonus on one specific Zodiac that is very, very helpful for medium trials and basically gets you them almost instantly. Realized recently you're only 50% through in terms of achievements, which is nutty. Yeah. I still have like 30 achievements to go. Kinda crazy. I think it probably is gonna end up picking up pretty soon here. I'll probably end up getting to a point where I'm starting to get more points to use than I need. But I'm definitely in a very slow section right now. Nice. I finally got all the secret achievements. I think that happened like a week ago, but I don't remember if I said anything on stream about it. Beautiful hole. Sunday, Junger. Happy Sunday. Got here just in time for the first run of the day. Uh-oh. That bonked. Yeah, my warm-up? Not actually too bad today. I'm almost positive the entire warm-up took... Wait. No, of course. Of course it took less than an hour. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that it took less than an hour, but... I've been on this, the first run of the day, for about 15 minutes. I got booted out of the server in floor 0. So technically that was the first run, but this is the first, like, real run that has a chance to die on its own. But yeah, I've probably been on the main tower for about 16 minutes now. Meaning it took like 41 minutes-ish for warm-up. Honestly, not bad. Clearing 11, 12, 13, and 14, plus getting loop and zigzag 3 times in a row. All in like 41 minutes. I wanted to get lower. I should be, just like I did with 12 and 13, getting 11 and 14 basically like first or second try. I do think I need to practice more on 11 again. I'm getting a bit rusty on 11 somehow. Don't know why, don't know how, but it is happening. Undeniably. Quack. Happy Sunday, Jen. Boink. Man, I need a PB soon. My face is starting to get itchy. That's not good. We quack farming. Ooh. I skipped the wet tires. Nice. Nice. Whack again. No, it doesn't surprise me that it's been taking me this long. It's hard getting back up to 14. Just in the first place. 7 and 11 are my gatekeepers. Hey Zane, happy Sunday. Just in time for the first run of the day. Close? No. I made the save. That was very sketchy feeling. God damn it. Well, wet wheels tire, not fun. Little bit. Oh well, it's just a 7. We get back there easily. God damn it. Well, first run making it up to 7 a couple times is still pretty good. Not the best, not the most impressive. It's no first run floor 11, but 7's not bad. Hey, Toli, happy Sunday. Welcome in. Nice. All right. Floor 3. Let's go. Always nice to get out of floor 2. Close enough. Alright, floor 4. Feels good. Boink. Sploosh. Hey, Pollux. Happy Sunday. Floor 6. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Beautiful first beam. And a great second beam. Let's go. Nice. Ooh. Only about 4 more hours left until the big 1500. And quack. Ada. Happy Sunday. Welcome in. TV soon so we can get 15 before 1500. That would be cool. That would be very nice. Probably not. The likelihood of that happening, probably a little low, but it's definitely possible. Just depends on if we can get past 11 in the next 4 hours. Getting to 11 hasn't felt that bad the last week or so. Run could be magic. Yeah, any run could be. Alright, looks good. Let's go. First run past the loop today. And a nice zigzag to follow up. Beautiful. Boink. Man, that felt really sloppy, but it ended up actually working really well. Floor 8. Boink. Nice bobsleigh. Hey Kevin, happy Sunday. Welcome in. Best run of the day, so good timing. Ooh. If it works, it works. Really need to be farther left next time, though. All right, Bleb. Broken analog clock is right twice today. Have to get it right on occasion. Oh, man. I like to just assume that instead my runs just get gradually better over the day. So if anything, it's more of a any time is good timing. But you're not wrong. It is funny that nowadays we have to specify that it's an analog clock in that saying. No! God damn it. I think I might have clipped or something. Like, I don't know what happened. I lost, like, all my speed. I'm pretty sure I was too close to the right wall. That sucks. Hey, Tyvarion. Happy Sunday. Why is the block water mixed for the save? It's so that if you try to drive off of it, you get screwed without... I guess you're probably kind of likely to turtle there. So maybe it's there to save you. Hey, Derp. Happy Sunday. I mean, it wasn't the worst fall. And happy Sunday, Nell. Boink. No, rather unlucky, though. I mean, it's not really luck. It's all about the setup, but I feel like I could have often done something very similar to that and had it work out. Oh well. We just climb back to 9. It's not a big deal. Alright. Better. Still made me a little nervous, but better. like I said, as frustrating as that fall on floor 9 was, not that big a deal, because we can just climb right back up. Especially when we get a 100% recovery on the snake. There we go. Hey, 1,000 meters. Feels good. Also, more than 50% done right now. Less than half the tower is still above us. Ooh. Feels bad. Oh god. Alright, third time's the charm. Oh, that's not the charm. That's not the charm. Oh god. Ah. Okay. Good save. Really? No! Are you kidding? Oh, please turtle backwards. God damn it. Man, I can't believe I lost to 9. Been doing so well on 9 recently. Blech. Boink, boink. Splish. Hey Kindred, happy Sunday. Not going too well. Ended up failing floor 9 earlier, so that's a little bit sad. Alright, Rev. Do you have any last words? I've decided I'm tired of having my day be worse anytime you show up. And that's kind of how I feel. Every time you show up, my heart sinks. And I just assume that my day is going to get worse. Sorry. Good last words. Alright. Bye, Rev. Boink, boink. Sploosh. Three hours, 39 minutes to 1,500 hours and floor 15. Happy Sunday, spectator. God, I hope you're right. That would be rather sick, getting 15 at 1,500 hours.
Woohoo.
And thank you for the 4 months, spectator. Woohoo indeed. Days PB is floor 9. I've failed the floor 9 quarter pipe a couple times. Hopefully I can do better here. All right. Ooh. I didn't wait long enough for my gear. That was almost very bad. Good recovery, though. Into a solid Tony. All right, floor 5. Feels good. No idea why it took me 2 minutes longer to get to floor 5. I assume I probably did something on 0. This might have been one of those ones that, like, had to redo 0, like, twice or something. Ooh. That was awfully close. Boink. Sploosh. Good. All right, floor 6. Well, if it works, it works. Nice. beautiful hole. Hey, Tatikin. Happy Sunday. How am I doing? Do I want to see your art? I'm okay. Doing pretty well, though. How about you? Hey, Lufog. I did indeed. Bored? Well, you came to the right place. Waiting to release your new map. Ooh, nice. What kind of map? Oh yeah, happy Sunday, guys. I'm hoping this run goes very, very high. My days PB is like middle of floor 9, so it would be nice if I could get higher than that. Dirt wall ride trial. Ooh. Been the editor on it for so long. Don't know what to do with it with your time otherwise. Huh. Can't relate. Oh god. Oh god. Ah! Okay, that saves. Yes? Wow. That was insane. Okay. Gonna be me when I beat all the dip maps? I don't think so. Once I beat all the deep dip teams maps, I will have so much freedom. I'll know exactly what I can do. All of it. There's so much Trackmania to play outside of deep dip. Highest save you've seen from there? I think I've saved it in a similar way like that, but it didn't fall in the tree and stuff. There is? I know, right? It's hard to believe. But yeah. Like, I heard this cool dirt wall ride trial map is coming out soon. That'll be something I might have to look into after this. No, I feel like once I'm done with deep dip, though, It will be so freeing. Something I've been looking forward to playing for a very long time is just playing Bonk Cup. Currently 2 exist that you know of. Yours will be the 3rd. Nice. Yeah, I know of at least one dirt wall ride trial map, but... Oh, you mean like actual trial, not like RPG. I don't know how I would differentiate that with dirt wall rides. They feel kind of similar to me, but maybe if I played like a dirt wall ride RPG and a dirt wall ride trial back to back, I would understand. Depends who you ask. Fair enough. Good save. Hey! Happy Sunday, Cliffip. Thank you for the prime. Difference between trial and RPG is kind of just subjective. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to know where to draw the line, right? Because obviously the difference is, like, trial maps are harder. But I feel like they're both kind of, like, acrobatic style maps that... Well, I guess when I think of RPG maps, my thought is that it's more about the pathfinding. And isn't necessarily all that, like, dependent on the difficulty of it. I guess RPG and trial could... I guess there is a world where... I don't think they're mutually exclusive, now that I think about it. You could have a map that has weird pathfinding and has really hard trial tricks. Some players just call them obstacle maps. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow. Okay. Apparently I don't want to quack today. Jeez. Alright, I guess my question then, what makes one specific wall ride a trial trick versus a different dirt wall ride, like an RPG kind of trick, or an obstacle trick kind of thing? I don't know how you make a dirt wall ride more difficult. Literally can't say? Oh, okay. I think I'm the same way right now, Beanie. I think I only hear my music on my right ear. Not alone there. Precision is pretty much the main scale you can mess with. Can't really do anything with speed on dirt wall rides. Gotcha. No, that kind of makes sense. Just making, like, transitions and stuff smaller. so that you're forced to, like, have very precise timing. Hey! Quack. What? Oh yeah, I was on floor 7 earlier. I forgot that I had that weird water hole fail where I tried to bail and couldn't. Jarek, happy Sunday. Alright, got a good feeling. Surely this run's going up to 11. Much better. That's how you do the water hole jump. Nope, that's working. Let's go. I wasn't sure about it, but... Oh, good angle. Ooh, nice. Into a decent zigzag. We take those. Oink. Nice. Oh, nope. We slow it down. Much better angle. Alright, floor 8. careful. No! What? Oh. God, that's such a scam. Why? I was so close to the end, too. I think I was just overturning. Boink. I wonder if that way of doing the jump is faster. Like, over speeding and then driving backwards out of the pool. Because that, like... I'm not sure about faster, but it feels like it's guaranteed to not land turtled and let you basically turn around really quickly. It's probably not faster than if you're able to have your car flip over and be pointed in the right direction, though. Nice. interesting to me that, like, I just noticed that, like, the majority of floor 3 up until this point is basically around the same height. Like, all of the end of floor 3 was like 20.2% of the floor. Or of the map. From the point where you back up to get speed for the weird plastic bouncy section, all the way until the final bug slide. Good, Tony. Alright, please ask before posting links. Just a reminder. Also, happy Sunday, Arthritis Hands. Do I watch/analyze my failures? Occasionally. I assume that's the fall on floor 8. And I'm guessing if you look at my steering, it's over 70%. I already know where the failure came from. I might have called it a scam, but it's really not. It was my laziness. I wasn't precisely doing steering inputs. I oversteered, for sure. Congrats on being such a dedicated climber. Oh god. Keep the grind going. Thanks. Man. Boink. Looked like too fast tap to other direction. There was no tap to other direction. God, do I actually have to look at it now? Like, I'm almost 100% positive that I already knew what the problem was. Ah, fuck it. Let's look at it. Alright. Like I said, look at the percentage there. 76% steering. I steered way too much there. No. Way too much. Literally exactly what I said. Normally, I'm trying to steer a little under 70%. Nice. But that was like 74 to 75%. That's bad. How have the runs been so far? Happy Sunday, Lauren. Runs have been all right. Honestly, below average. Not been the greatest runs today. My PB of the day failed the floor 9 quarter pipe. So yeah, could definitely be better. On the other hand, it's only been like hour and a half or something since I've been doing like real runs. Not the longest amount of time grinding to expect like a floor 11 or something. I've had 2 runs get past 7 in that hour and a half time frame. So honestly, kind of happy with that. Because getting past 7 is generally the hardest part of it. I just happen to have some floor 9 fails and that floor 8 fail that was clipped there. Yeah, definitely plenty of time still to get a decent run. Wow. Hey, Wesley. Happy Sunday. Became ill again. Being sick sucks, but hey, off work, getting paid for it, and watching Love, Death, and Robots, not all that bad. Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. Hopefully you're not terribly ill. I'm doing alright. Could be better. A nice little floor 11 would sure make me a bit happier. But yeah, not bad. Just trying to keep cool on a hot summer Sunday. Going right back to lurking. Good luck, good luck. Alright, sounds good, Lauren. Talk to you later. Ooh. Good hole. Warm months there. Yeah. Currently 4 degrees there. Dang. Sounds very chilly. I think it's been getting up to like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So what's that, like 37? Last few days has been quite hot. (24 Celsius there. Feels like a heat wave. Is it dry or humid heat there? It is humid heat. Yeah, Oregon is quite wet. Also, happy Sunday, yeehaw. Okay. Ah, I could have saved that probably. Okay. Don't mind humidity, but after going to the Philippines, really did you in the first few days? Yeah, I mean, I would take like 110 degree weather with like a dry heat over probably like mid to high 90s in humid weather any day of the week. I lived in California for a bit, and it gets like really high temperatures, but it's very dry in Southern California. And it honestly just does not feel that bad. Man, speaking of hot and humid, though, hot humid does bring about my favorite weather. I absolutely love warm rain. Basically never happens in Portland. I think the only time I've really experienced it was like Hawaii. But just such a cool feeling. Alright, back to floor 6. Tammy and the T-Rex was the best romantic sci-fi horror comedy you've seen all day. No, seriously, it was silly and stupid, but funny indeed. Very nice. Was it exactly what you needed for the 7th movie of the week? Just like you thought? Absolutely love the smell of warm rain on asphalt. I think I just remember it feeling like really weird because it kind of felt like I was taking a shower. Like in the middle of the street, you know? Just such a weird feeling. I'm so used to rain being cold. I don't remember if I remember how it smelled. Like if it smelled different from cool rain. Because I do love the smell of rain in general. Boink. Funny thing is, whenever I think about warm rain, I always start craving cookies. And I know it's because there was like a cookie store that we went to when we were in Hawaii. Like right by the beach. But still, a little bit funny. Easy to watch. It's easy to watch, but enjoyable. More sophisticated movies next week for sure. What have you got planned for next week? I don't know if I prefer sophisticated movies or silly, enjoyable ones. I think they both have their time and place, for sure. Smell is the most provocative sense. It can bring back memories so clear. Kinda true, yeah. Maybe close to hearing. I feel like when I hear something, I instantly get brought back to a different moment when I heard the same thing. I definitely feel like I associate different sounds with specific memories. I think the reason that scents probably feel like stronger. I think it probably has to do with the fact that it's hard to put into words the feelings that you get with your sense of smell. So it feels like the only way that you can describe, like, that connection is just being like, oh yeah, when I smell this, I feel this. Wow. God damn it. Okay. Happy Sunday, mate. Tackle Scarface. 12 Years a Slave. Cool. When you see a dead turtle, you feel sad. Yeah, me too, Max. Happy Sunday. Oh, man. When I fail Quack, I feel sad. Every failed Quack is a floor 7 attempt that I threw away. How am I feeling today? I've been better. How about you? Petition to water mix everything on Deep Div 3. Yeah, not really the deep dip philosophy. Exactly. You feel sad? That's not good. On the other hand, kind of have to feel sad sometimes to appreciate the happy moments. Runs should last more than 2 hours, or it has to be... I assume you mean should not last more than 2 hours, or it should be very rare. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've had, like, maybe 2 or 3 runs. Blech. 2 or 3 runs ever that have lasted more than 2 hours. And most of them are that short. No, that's not true. Honestly, like, nowadays, my runs tend to be about 40 minutes long, I think. On average. It's not that rare for me to get an hour-long run anymore. But yeah, 2 hour-long runs, very rare still. Also, I do not follow WoW. Is it a new... I assume it's a new dungeon. Are those all movies on my bookshelf? Nope, that is manga. Actually, there are a couple of movies. Now that I think about it. I have my Lord of the Rings Extended Edition box set up there. I think it's like directly above my head. Yeah. Yeah, those right there. Those are movies, everything else are books. Today you saw Shallow Dip for the first time. Have heard about it, but it looks so much easier than just the first few floors of Deep Dip 2. Lars played it. Yeah. I agree. It is significantly easier. New dungeon every half a year, and it's very hard at first. And 12 days of like 13-hour gaming nonstop. Damn. That's kind of crazy. I don't even know if it's possible to have something that hard in RuneScape. Because that's my MMO of choice. Mega entertaining. Nice. Totally a chance that you'll one-shot it. Oh, Shallow Dip, yes. No, 100% agree. There are a couple of bits that are different. Like, substantially different to Deep Dip 2. But no, it's significantly easier for sure. And as long as I don't do stuff like jumping too far on the ice slide or failing the floor 4 entry. Because there's definitely a possibility that I go by muscle memory and try to jump down the gap in floor 4. But I know that's not how Shallow Dip goes. There were a couple of things I think that were a little bit rerouted. But I think as long as I'm not, like, rushing it too much, wouldn't be crazy for me to one-shot it. That being said, I don't necessarily one-shot all of floor 0 to 5 on regular Deep Dip every time. So there's also a chance that I just fail it somehow in a silly way. I think it would be fun driving it basically the same way that I would on Deep Dip and just see how it goes. Hey, Tomasis. Happy Sunday. How's the climb today? The climb exists. Got enough skills to complete smaller maps, apply all I've learned, and I'll be fine. Oh yeah. For sure. Yori! Welcome in. Happy Sunday. As someone with almost 200 hours on Shallow Dip, I will definitely one-shot. Unless I make a stupid oopsie, also happy Sunday. I mean, definitely one-shot and have a good chance of one-shotting, I think, are very different statements. I don't know. I have thought for a long time that once I'm done with Deep Dip 2, there is a very high possibility that I one-shot Shallow Dip. Alright, I'm taking a piss. Alright. Fucking fish. But yeah, climb today has been pretty garbage. I think that last run kind of summed up how the climb has been. Day's PB is floor 9 quarter pipe that I failed twice and thought, hey, I'm sure I'll get it the third time. And then sent a 226. And then the next time that I had a chance to go back up to floor 9, instead of going to floor 9, I had like 75% steering on the upside down wall hang section for the second turtle on 8. And my car just shot straight out of the wall. So a bunch of very stupid tilting mistakes today. And I think for the last like 4 or 5 runs, I've kind of just been floor 2 stuck. So yeah, not a great day. Doesn't mean it can't get better. Usually if you have a bad day, you get the best run at the end. That'll be nice. Honestly, like, with the way I've been playing the last couple of weeks, it feels impossible for me not to get a better run at some point. Like, I've been getting an 11 so consistently this last week or so. It would be silly if somehow I didn't get to floor 11 today. Do I always get at least 111 a day? Not always, obviously. Like, there have been days where I get, like, stuck on floor 9 or something. But, like, last week, I think? Even Checkpoint Friday, where I only climbed on the main map for, like, 2 hours. I still got a floor 11. And in particular, if I'm looking at like Wednesday and Thursday, I was getting about an 11 an hour. And not like an 11 attempt, a full run up to 11. From Floor Gang. I have been super consistent up to 11, like recently. Kind of a good and a bad thing, though. Pretty sure I got like 9 or 10, 11 attempts just over the course of Wednesday and Thursday. And none of them went to 12. So that's a little bit feels bad. That being said, not floor 2 stuck anymore. Hope the climb can get better. I'm sure it will. Bare minimum, I always just hope for that 111 a day. Wow. Oh, right. I didn't reset after I took a piss. I'm like, why am I so slow? No, taking a bathroom break at the start of your run definitely will cause you to spend an extra couple minutes on it. God, watch my finish run be like that. Ah, god damn it. Got 2 new finishers on Deep Slip almost a month after the last finisher. I think both of them came in and told me about it, right? I feel bad for not remembering the second one, but the first one was body. Happy Sunday, Zane. Oh, Birdie and Piasek. Okay. Not body? No, body finished Deep Dip 1. I'm silly. Different map. Birdie was the one that I knew about. Yeah, my bad. Deep Dip 1 and Deep Slip are in fact different maps. Ah! Man, I am so close to just writing today off. It's going too good. Exactly, it's going too good. It would be unfair of me to continue climbing today with how well it's been going. Can't have the rain without the thunder. Man. Is that how it is on Deep Dip? No, I mean, it sounds right. Can't have the rainbow without the thunder. Is there a party at 1500? If there was, then I don't think I was invited. No one told me about the party. $1,500 is kind of a cool milestone number, though. Happy Sunday, Bleary Cleric. Gotta go now. Hopefully the runs can go to 15 once you leave. We can always hope. Would have wished that you would have been able to be here for the 15. But if Tomas' leaving is what it takes, like, so be it. There's always the VOD. But yeah, I'll talk to you later, Tomas. You'll check in later, probably. Sounds good. Ooh. Hooked on Naruto. Nice. How far are you in right now? Episode 56. What is that, like tuning exams? Zabuza? One month break in the tuning. Oh, okay. So it sounds like you might be in one of the filler arcs. Watching the summoning guy. Hey, left is faster. Happy Sunday. Oh, wait, no. No, I think I know what you're talking about. It's so hard trying to talk about a show without trying to spoil random stuff in order to, like, pinpoint where you're at. Hey, Patagonia. Happy Sunday. Yeah. Happy Sunday, Chio. Good news. I was doing some Yama last night, and we got a Oath Plate body split. It's dropped in price a lot since the last time I was doing Yama, but like, still, about a 31 mil split. Very nice. Cash stack is looking a lot better now. But yeah, once I'm done playing Silk Song, should be more than ready with enough bond money for playing the group iron again. Good save. Holy cow. $83 for POH Spirit Tree will be nice. That would be nice. I feel like most of the Spirit Trees are pretty far away. The closest one I can think of is like either the Artie Cloak or like Grand Seed Pod is obviously pretty close. No, that'll be really nice though. For yours, it's House Telly, Mounted Glory, Edgeville, GE. I do think the Artie Cloak is faster. Just the Battlefield one. Plus it's one click instead of like teleport, teleport, run, agility, obstacle, like trying to think if there are any other like closer ones that you can farm. I guess one that's kind of close is there is one in the northeast area of Prif. Draenor is pretty close, yeah. Also use your Mounted Glory and then just go under the wall. True. Happy Sunday, Tula. No, you're not wrong though. Having one in your POH is definitely the closest to a teleport. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken right now, my priorities are probably getting the magic prayer scroll from Royal Titans, grinding the Scurrius pet to get to train my ranged and mage, and then doing a bunch of what's it called? A bunch of CG. Working on the Bofa grind. Bofa grind to make money, actually, because there's a lot of alchables involved there. And then use the money for 99 construction. That's the end goal right now. Happy Sunday, Bulgemaster. Gonna be lurking for most of the time, but good luck, have fun. Sounds good. And happy Sunday, Addiction. School tomorrow, so just gonna lurk for a bit while trying to sleep. Sounds good. Yeah, hopefully I don't get too lucky on the scurriest pet. Like the one time that I'm kind of hoping not to get super lucky, right? Because as soon as I get the scurriest pet, then I don't feel like there's really too much of a purpose me being there. That would be a bit of a bummer. I mean, the purpose would be training my skills, but just AFK crab at that point. Maybe. Honestly, I think I would probably... Well, AFK crab would probably be better for range and mage. Although, I think for mage, AFKing the ice crabs might be the best. Because they have an elemental weakness. Just hitting them with, like, Fire Strike. Probably beat gem and XP per hour. Yeah, I think so. I don't know how they compare with ranged XP, though. Oh, finally. Quack! Oh, man, it's been so long. Obviously, the gem ones are just way more AFK. I kind of like doing bossing to train my skills, though. If I can, you know? Obviously, it's not going to be as efficient, because a lot of them have higher defense stats. But, like, on my main account, I trained my ranged up to 99 at Vorkath. Okay, what in the world is going on? I feel like this feels a lot more volatile right now. There we go. Nice. Oh, man. Not gonna lie, I was so nervous. I am so glad Zigzag has been treating me good today. Like, my climb might not be very good on average today, but at least Zigzag is being very, very, very kind. Oh, yeah. Yeah. imagine if you were playing Deep Dip and like it had a air meter, like something like Mario 64. I like to assume that the helmet has an air tank in it. Clean. Floor 8. Turtle mode. My natural state. Boink. Nice. And this is where I failed earlier. I steered way too hard on this part. Nice. Yeah, it looks like anywhere from like 65 to 70 kind of works there. Good. No! God damn him! Go again. Been watching the whole time, just wanted to say that one even hurt you. Happy Sunday, Greek dude. Yeah. Honestly, I think the part that hurt me the most there is just that I have been spending so much time below floor 8. And it was so close. Revata. Happy Sunday. Do I know my odds of passing the higher floors from the practice maps? No idea. I'm very, very likely to pass 12 and 13, but 11 and 14 are rough. Don't know what the exact odds would be, but from the main map, I used to have about a 50-50 chance of beating 11. That went way downhill in the last week, though. I think I've been to 11 like 10 times. No, probably like 15 times in the last week and haven't made it to 12 at all. So, there's really no knowing. Yeah, of course. I don't really trust the success rates based off of the practice floors, though. Not practice floor, replay editor. Replay editor is not a very good indicator of how well I'll do on the main map. It's just very different when you're actually climbing it. Have I cleared 15 and 16 many times in practice? Specifically, no. I do not clear 15 or 16 like as a whole by themselves because I haven't reached them. On Checkpoint Fridays, which are not practice days, they are hanging out and playing checkpoint maps to take a break from the like constant stress of deep div. On specifically many checkpoints, I've cleared 15 and 16. I wouldn't count that though, because you can literally do every jump as many times in a row as you want until you nail it a single time. But for like checkpoint per floor, I have never cleared 15. Because I haven't been there on the main map. Not practicing it like super hard until I get there. 11 giveth, and 11 taketh, and taketh, and taketh. Maybe add one more taketh on there. But absolutely agree. 11 is very fickle. PB looks very close to 15. It is very close to 15. But my PB is not 15. My PB is about 5 jumps from the end of 14. Figured it was the last jump, most likely. It's a little bit hard to say for this map. Because when it comes to this map, like, very often you'll end up going higher. Like, if you look at my marker right now, where it is, would you say that I'm halfway through floor 4 right now? No. I literally just entered floor 4. But the marker on it makes it look like I'm halfway through. Height-wise, this like map is very deceptive. Like, I think, not this jump, but the jump we call Tony here. If you nail this jump coming up, this quarter pipe transition, it makes it look height-wise like you're done with 14. Like, I just flew basically up to floor 5. And that is kind of the halfway mark of the floor. So yeah, I would say PB marker height-wise, like, not a very good indicator of how far into a floor you are generally. I think I'm technically like 2/3 of the way through floor 14 right now. Gonna go watch Iron Man? You are Iron Man. Done lurking for a bit. Alright, sounds good, Bulgemaster. Welcome back. Oh, God. Alright. Back to 5. Feels good. Have I tried any other maps yet? Nope. And I'm not going to, because this is going to be the first map that I ever complete. Hopefully before Deep Dip 3, then I can join right away. Yeah, I mean, Deep Dip 3 is probably not going to come out for at least like another year. So I don't think I have to worry about that. There are only 2 more floors left to go. Cheers. Happy Sunday, Kitten Clicker. Yeah, I wouldn't say checkpoint maps count. The only difference between Deep Dip 2 and Deep Dip 2 with many checkpoints, or Deep Dip 2 with 1 checkpoint per floor, is that there are added checkpoints. And I don't finish those maps. But they are used strictly to play the map without having to worry about falling. Don't know what you're talking about. I also don't know what you're talking about, Kitten Clicker. That's not a very nice accusation to throw around. A better designed parking garage. Don't know about that. I think if I went into a parking garage and it was designed like Deep Dip 2, I would be quite upset. Especially if there were no parking spots on ground floor. find a spot instead of having to drive single file for 3 hours to just get to the end and not even have to get a spot. And then 3 more hours back. Oh, you're saying that because I am good at deep dip, I would be able to drive up to the spots where no one else could reach and just get a parking spot for free? Yeah, of course. Where's the elevator? How do I get back down after I'm done parking? Jump? I don't know. Yeah. No, thanks. I think the only way that Deep Dip would work as a parking garage is if they had valet parking. And it was like specifically Deep Dip 2 finishers parking your car for you. Two deep dip 2 in reverse. You know, I don't think that would help too much. If you're trying to find a parking spot and just drive down deep dip 2 in reverse. Hey, quack. Getting your car back would be tricky too. Yeah, for sure. Has quack, so instantly better too. Yeah, if only more parking garages had quack. That's deep dip 1. I'm kind of confused how people forget that so often. Like, specifically people like you that watch so much Deep Dip 2 content. Because, like, obviously, every time I climb up to floor 7, I would have been climbing past where the reactor was. And I've never touched a reactor. Because there is none on this map. Brain no braining. Fair enough. Good? Yes! Good loop. Loop has been much better to me. Second half of the day. And we zigzag in. Let's go. Almost back. Back to Vlev, you're saying? Yeah, pretty close. Hear me out. Put a ton of water buckets to the top, easy way down. What are you talking about? Like Minecraft? Are you talking like Minecraft? Just empty a water bucket. The water source goes straight down, leaves a waterfall. Clearly, if you just leave a pool at the bottom of the tower, you can just drive down the hole. And then you don't have to worry about it because the car will float down and then eventually, like, unturtle itself. Easy peasy. Happy Sunday, Annalata. Oh, I don't like that. That's better. Clean. Doesn't Floor Gang have water, or are you going insane? You are right. Floor Gang has water. I think if this was a real parking garage, though, I would really want there to be a little more water there. I mean, obviously, like... Nah, I guess it doesn't matter. Real life, water doesn't act that way. Now, if Trackmania required parking garages, Deep Dip would make it for a good one for me. Nice. Bum, 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 bum. One-way elevators, the only way down is to get to the end of the floor you're on, then you're down. Oh, man. How do you get back up to your car? All right. Back to Bleb. Bleb. Very nice. An elevator people can fit in. Oh, so the cars can get down. True. So you're saying you can park wherever you want, and the human elevators will get you down, but, like, In order to get your car back down safely, you have to drive to the end of the floor and drive into the downward elevator. The car elevator. And then the fare for your parking is lower depending on how high up the tower you got. It all makes sense. You park at the top of the parking garage. They literally pay you to park there. $100,000 parking ticket. $100,000 parking to you? Expensive to build. True. $2 at the bottom. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Alright. I was rushing a little bit there. Good save. Think of all the criminals trying to escape the cops. Is that something that people do? Drive into parking garages to escape police? All right. How have I not made this jump yet today? There we go. Just had to complain. Cheers. Cool. Not gonna lie, that was not a good jump. Made me very nervous. But floor 10. Boink. God, I hope you're right. Nice. All right. We go again. There we go. Thank you, V-Doge. Happy Sunday. Are there any jumps that I got first try? Pretty sure there's plenty of them. I haven't failed every jump first try. I've had PBs that have been more than one jump. All right, 11. Good stuff. Would I consider deep slip if I finish this before deep dip 3 releases? It's not the first in line, but I've already said I'm going to play deep slip at some point. I'm beating all of the deep dip teams' maps in descending order of difficulty first. So next in line is deep dip 1. It's not too many. Really, once I'm finished with Deep Dip 1, it should be relatively easy. I think they have like 4 maps out right now. That I'm considering for the list anyway. Right now, it's just Deep Dip 2, Deep Dip 1, Bennett 48 my checkpoints, and Shallow Dip. Deep Slip mind you, is not one of the Deep Dip team's maps. The Deep Dip team is led by Sparkling W. Deep Slip is Burly Pog's map. Completely different team with a completely different set of mappers. The only similarity is that they have Deep in the name. Sorry, your dog sat on your keyboard. But you didn't type anything. Alright, please first try. I don't want to have to save this. Nope. Interesting. Didn't show that for me. Shit! No! God damn it! Ah! All right. That's it for today. My fucking controller died. Well, could have been a PB. Was probably a 12. Whatever. I'll be back tomorrow. God damn it. Alright. Bye, everybody.